Angels guide me to sleep. Heavy weight, so they hurt me, and I feel.
Hello, and welcome to the artist's journey, the journey of art, the artist's odyssey. That might work. Episode number 4. So, excuse me, I was just practicing a Laurent Bleu song called Ghosts. We're going to have some concerts coming up here in Paris, and then in Europe, and then around the world, and then perhaps, if we can talk Elon into it, Mars. Because we've never been to the moon, but I think Mars is probably feasible. So what's new in the art world? Well, this weekend, si vous êtes à Paris, on a la porte ouverte les artistes de Ménilmontant. Et je fais partie chez moi. Si vous voulez plus d'infos, n'hésite pas de laisser un petit message dans le champ dessous là. Et je vais t'envoyer les infos. Voilà. I was just saying that this weekend is the open doors of the artists of Ménilmontant. That's the neighborhood I'm in. I can't tell if I'm in Belleville or if I'm in Ménilmontant, because they're adjacent, and Rue de Ménilmontant is just there, and Rue de Belleville is just there, and they're sort of equidistant. Belleville's a bit further, but I'm right behind the park of Belleville, so I'll just claim them both. Double the fun. And that way I can take part in both of the open doors, artist open doors, because there's a Porte Ouverte les Ateliers des Artistes de Belleville, which is in the spring, I believe. And so today I'm covering up my table. I'll use my table as sort of a note-taking surface. I have it covered with primer paint. It's sort of like gesso, or gesso-like, sort of like primer paint. And then whenever I get an idea, or I'm taking notes on a podcast I'm listening to, or if I'm just sitting down there spacing out, and I start doodling, I'll do it right on that surface. But when I have people over to the atelier, I like to clean it up a little bit, and so that's what I've been doing. But what I've done is I had some collector ask me before for little pieces of the top of my work table. So I dutifully cut them out and send him these little sort of square-inch little morsels of the surface of my table before I painted it over. And so these are 2 of my latest works, almost finished. This one right here. I call this the Grotte de Lascaux. It's named after those old cave paintings in France, in the center of France. And so this sort of reminded me of that. And you can't really tell here, but there's a lot of texture. You can see the surface of the table, and also some of the notes I've taken. I've got to clean the glass. I painted the frame. It used to be black. It's recycled. That's resourced upcycled, as we like to say. And I have to sign it. I'm going to sign it right down here, and then put an extra layer of a final layer of varnish on it, because after all, it is a varnissage. And here's another one. This one is called The Order of Maternal Glory. This is also, it's a piece of, it's also another recycled canvas. So you can see the relief and the texture a little bit better here. And the notes that I've taken, there's some strange words that can or cannot be associated with the image, which comes from a dream of mine. I saw this lady resembling her just striding down the street with a couple of kids, and she was buck naked, and she didn't seem to mind. She was in a hurry. I didn't get to ask her where she was headed. And so all I've got to do is sign it, put another layer of varnish on this one as well, and then put the hooks, or put some eyelet screws in here to string a wire across. And then I found some old drawings of mine from 2013, which I'd nearly forgotten about. If you look at Zen Assumption by Fatuto Bianco, the cover art, that's where the cover art comes from. And so I bought a bunch of frames like this, 4 of them, as a matter of fact, because I did 4 iterations of the same subject matter. It's an ornate door knocker in the Marais neighborhood down here in the Jewish quarter, Rue de Rosier, to be precise. And I'm not sure. I wanted to look up. Should I try to look up real quick what's the technical term for? No, I'll do that for next time. I won't put you through that. Plus, it's getting late. This one, the Order of Maternal Glory, I think it's appropriate because I'd written this right here because I heard that phrase in a podcast. Can't remember which one, but apparently in Mongolia, if you have 4 kids, as a woman, you're just venerated like some sort of goddess or something like that, because they put so much value into progeny and maternity and fecundity. And then if you have 5, so if you get 4, you get an official plaque, the Order of Maternal Glory. And if you have 5 kids, the prime minister, the president, or whoever is the leader, will come and congratulate you personally. So that's something. That's a little bit of the story behind this piece right here. So you can, if you're in the neighborhood, feel free to come by this weekend. If you want the information, just leave a little message down in the commentaries there, the comments, and I'll send you out the info, the hours and so forth. Because I'm doing it a little bit different. It's actually 4 days. It's Thursday through Sunday. But in my experience, Thursday and Friday are kind of dead days. And today was just raining super hard. And having worked in the restaurant recently, I realized that the weather has a lot to do with the business. So if it's raining hard, you aren't just going to have anyone strolling around and popping in to see art galleries. They're probably going to be huddled in a cafe or at home watching Netflix or whatever people do. And what I was going to say about that is that reminds me of there's this tape of Alice in Chains. I think it comes from 1991. And they were playing at the Paramount Theater in downtown Seattle. And Lane comes out, the singer, and he comes out and he thanks everyone. Hey, thanks for coming through the snow. Because in Seattle, a snowstorm is really quite rare, and the whole city shuts down because there's so many hills and nobody knows what to do with snow. And even if it's a light dusting of snow. But this was, I remember, quite substantial, a good half foot or so. And everyone came out to see their show anyhow. So I delusionally believe that I do have the attraction of a grunge band such as Alice in Chains, but perhaps I should be more realistic. So what else okay, so last night I finally finished uploading all of the tiny rooftops. There are 6 of them, or 9, 6, 9? Let me look real quick. Oh, here, we have the page up right here. There are 9 of them. And what I did was I have an actual example up there, but it's kind of packed away right now. It's a little 10 by 10 centimeter. I'll show you something real quick. So it's one of these little tiny, little palimpsest collages that I prepared. And then I painted the rooftops over this. But this is just to give you an idea of the size. And these reproductions you can get are 3 times the size. So this is 10 centimeters, and 30 centimeters is about a foot. So it's about a foot square reproduction of this. And you see all the detail in there? So that's what my idea was, is that you blow it up and then it's a little bit surrealist with this massive type on this palimpsest texture with the musical notation and the architectural dazzle-type details and so forth like that. So if you would like to go, you can go to, I'll put the link down if you're looking at this, but if you can't find the link, just leave me a message and I will send it to you. Go over there. And also, if there's and I encourage anyone to purchase at least one item. I think they're pretty reasonably priced for what you get. For instance, this one, it's enlarged and it comes framed. So you don't have to worry about, measuring it, going to the store, buying a frame or having it framed or anything like that. Just comes ready to put on the wall in your office, in your rec room, in the outhouse, in the garage, in the hangar, or in your panic room. And So go to there, and because I need to earn at least $25 to get a payout, a monthly payout. Otherwise, they just hold it over to the next month. And I've got like $24.68 or something like that. So just buy one thing. I have some items that are really inexpensive, related to my guitar lessons, Let's Learn Lead Guitar series. And what else is on there? Oh, there's a really nice reproduction of a limulid, which is a horseshoe crab. But now, let's get back to practicing Lorraine blues songs. This one is called Ghosts, and I'm trying to fashion my own bass lines, so please forgive any muffs. Can you hear it all right?
Angels guide me to sleep. Heavy weight, so they hurt me, and I feel no contest to the ghost inside my head.
Pardon.
And I'm falling
This is
out of
different.
place. Can't you see my love? Tornadoes in my head, hurricanes, it hurts. Hangover that doesn't pass, steel bars in my head. I welcome you to my nightmares, the ghosts.
I have to work on this
my
part.
blood.
I'm not super pleased with that.
With whom I've played. This lips, can't you see that I am bleeding now? Give me something to believe. I feel cold and alone in my head, in my brain. Be repetitive, you'd say, but I am trying to remain, and I'm falling out of place. Can't you see my lover? Tornadoes in my head, hurricanes, it hurts. The hangover that doesn't pass.
I gotta figure out a good part for this.
Stars in my head. I welcome you to my nightmares, the ghosts with my blood.
Oh, that kind of ends abruptly. Well, anyway, I'll be working on that. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to leave a comment if you would like more info about les potes vertes, les artistes de Ménilmontant ce weekend. Or if you would like info to order a wonderful palimpsest reproduction, fine art reproduction, framed, ready to hang. And while you're down in the comments, for the love of God, do subscribe. Okay, actually I won't. I can't make that promise, but I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers if you're on the YouTube tubes right now, because then I can start to monetize the channel. That's the goal. So and like, share, subscribe, tell all of your friends to do likewise, and that would be just great. Bisous.